Live from the Ed McMahon Mass Communications Center at Quinnipiac University, this is QNN, the Quinnipiac News Network.
Good evening and welcome to QNN Sports. I'm Gioia. We have a full slate of Bobcat news for you tonight, ranging from the hardwood to the ice, as Quinnipiac begins to wrap up the winter season and unbox some spring fever. Plus, we'll even show you how a lucky tweeter scored a date with a supermodel this past week. But first, we begin with the battle for Whitney Ave. If you got your hands on a ticket for Quinnipiac versus Yale, consider yourself lucky. Students and diehard fans are hyped up for this epic rivalry as online servers instantly crash when tickets went on sale. The puck drops for the classic Bobcat Bulldogs showdown this Friday at 7 p.m. at the High Point Solutions Arena. The Bobcats have had an underwhelming 2016-17 campaign so far, but still have a chance to turn the tide at home with a statement win heading into the ECAC tournament. Quinnipiac swept both games versus Yale last season, outscoring the Bulldogs 7-1. Hey, now let's not forget these ladies, they could skate too. And the women's ice hockey team closed out the regular season ranked 10th in the nation and 5th heading into the ECAC tournament. The recipe for success on the ice, especially in the playoffs, is red-hot goaltending, and Quinnipiac's Sydney Rossman is locked in. The senior is coming back off back-to-back shutouts and has only allowed 3 goals in her last 5 games. Rossman registered her 26th career shutout in a 1-0 win versus Union and set a program record, passing Chelsea Layden and Victoria Vigilante in the 9-save effort. Rossman is also on pace to break the program's career save percentage record of .936 and goals allowed of 1.15. The Lady Bobcats are set to face 8th-ranked Princeton in a 3-game series this weekend in New Jersey. Sticking with women's sports, the lacrosse team has not had a winning season since 2012. As the Lady Bobcats look to get back on the right track this spring, QNN's John Orsinigo sat down with a team veteran following their season-open victory.
Thanks, Joe. Well, the Quinnipiac lacrosse season kicks off this weekend for both the men and the women. Men get started tomorrow up at Brown, but tonight the women kicked off their season in very exciting fashion, beating Central Connecticut State by a score of 10-9, hanging on late to close out the victory. Joining me now is junior attack Lauren Antonacci. Lauren, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, first of all, last season, of course, you guys played a tough game against them, losing in double overtime. Yeah. How does that feel to come out tonight and get a little revenge on them to start this off?
Yeah, CCSU's always been like a tough game for us. I mean, the past couple of years we've lost by 2. Last year we lost in double overtime. So coming out today, we knew it was going to be close, but we eventually came out with the W. So, I mean, it feels awesome. It feels great. So
second half, it's 5-8. You guys had gone about 15, 16 minutes without scoring a goal.
Yeah.
And next thing we know, you hit a couple in a row and next thing, it's a 5-goal run for you guys. What changed at that point about mid-second half where you really were able to end that scoreless drought and then go on a bit of a run?
A really important strategy for our team is connecting after every single goal, and I think that after we realized that that last goal was scored, the first goal to open up the half by CCSU, we kind of got together and we were like, listen, like we're not losing this game, like we need to come out harder than we've ever come out before, and I think that got everyone fired up and it gave us motivation to go on that run.
So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And best of luck the rest of the way this season. Quinnipiac women kick off their season 1-0, beating Central Connecticut State here tonight, 10-9. Joe, back over to you.
3. Excellent job, John, and thank you very much. But now it's time to talk hoops, my personal favorite. And how can we talk hoops and not show our girl some love, Natalie Martucci? Coming off stellar 2-way performances against Iona and Manhattan, Martucci led the way for the Lady Bobcats en route of their 4th and 5th straight victories. With just 2 games to go versus 6th-place Marist and 7th-place Canisius on senior night, Quinnipiac is currently tied with Ryder for first place in the MAC at 15-3 apiece. Here's what head coach Trisha Fabry had to say about the team's mindset down the stretch.
3 games left, 4 games left, and you're playing for your 3rd regular season MAC championship, and you're playing for that 1 seed, and then you're playing for that MAC tournament. These games, every game matters. Every game is a pressurized game, and we had the right answer tonight.
Quinnipiac acrobatics and tumbling fell to the University of Oregon this past weekend on an emotional day for the Bobcat community. The Bobcats honored assistant coach Manny Bonilla, who passed away days prior to the start of the season after a long battle with cancer. After a moment of silence, a short video was played to honor his dedication to the team. Manny's Strong shirts were also sold to support his cause, with a quote from him on the back reading, "Keep going, no falling." Navy t-shirts were Manny's favorite color and will be on sale for the rest of the season. Flipping over to men's lacrosse, the Bobcats dropped their season opener on Sunday versus 11th-ranked Brown University in a, cover your ears, 25-9 loss. Yikes. Still, Quinnipiac's Brian Feldman recorded his 12th career hat trick. With his trio of goals, Feldman slides into 12th place in school history for career scoring. And finally, spring truly feels like it's in the air with the Bobcats back out on the diamond, getting down and dirty and crushing dingers. The men's baseball team opened its season with a 4-game series in the Longhorn State against University of Texas San Antonio. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and that was certainly the case for the visiting Bobcats. Their bats caught fire in a 3-1 series victory, averaging 6.5 runs per game. Mike Scaffriello, he hit 5 home runs in 4 games. That's my fellow Italian, you know, Joe Gioia, Scaffriello, Grillo, you know how we do it. Mac Player of the Week, that's my guy right there. Hockey legend Wayne Gretzky once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." On any playing field or court, it's true. If you feel like you could succeed, shoot it. But this idea could also be used in your everyday life. The shot John Gerke took on Twitter was absolutely money. During Super Bowl 51, while the Falcons were up 21-0, professional tennis player and supermodel Jeannie Bouchard tweeted, "I knew Atlanta would win, by the way." Gerke, a 20-year-old college student, then asked if she'd go on a date with him if the Patriots won. Bouchard replied and simply said, "Sure." One historic Super Bowl comeback later, Bouchard tweeted, "LOL, it made a Twitter moment, and I will do it. I stay true to my word." Bouchard paid for Gerke's flight to Brooklyn, and their date began with courtside seats at a Nets game. She was later asked if he deserved a second date. Her response? "For sure." Gerke, listen, you're my man, bro. You're an inspiration. If anything, you're going to get me in trouble with the missus. I'm going to go home. I'm going to start sliding into some DMs, maybe swiping some right on Tinder. You know what? Shoot or shoot, man. I'm going to take my chances. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week with all the latest sporting news from around Quinnipiac and all of New England. Have a beautiful night, everybody. Bless up.